Can you believe it? 'Cause I hardly can. Yes, guys, I got one. I got Camo Khan. Let's talk about him. Let's add him to the shelf. So let's get the question out of the way right off the bat. How did I even get one? Well, of course I ordered mine off of Mattel Creations, but I was lucky. See, in the facility that I work at, you are not allowed cell phones on the floor. So, I normally keep my cell phone at my desk, or because of my specialized job, I'm allowed to have my phone with me, but I can't be caught on my phone playing around. My phone is for taking pictures and things like that on the floor, or to keeping notes, or being able that somebody can get a hold of me. So I was really worried about trying to order this thing. Normally, by the time I get off work, my chance is gone, and the unit is sold out. That's just the way it is. It's the way it's been for almost every single one of these sales. But this time, I signed into my stuff the night before. Got all my things ready and said, all right, good luck to me. Now on my break hits at exactly 9 a.m., which was when this thing was going on sale. So I was lucky enough to get over there, sit down for break, push the button, and sign on, and I got to my break area about 2 minutes before 9. So I was watching this mug tick down. 134, 133, 132, and I said, come on, come on, come on. It went to 0. It immediately updated the page. It showed me that he was up. I hit the button. It went in. I said, yes, 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 and it said sold out. And I was like, no, that can't be right. We're talking a matter of like half a second here. So I hit the button, refreshed it, it came up. I said, good. Hit the button, got it, ordered it, hit the thing, said pay, waited. The little thing turned and it said it was processing, and I waited and I got him. I couldn't believe it. I only got one. I said to myself, yeah, I'm an opener. It would be nice to have two, something that I can keep in pristine condition, one that I can open. Let's be honest, that's the way I am. I open my stuff, as you can tell, but there it was. I got one. I only ordered one, and I did so for two reasons. One, I was kind of light on money. I had the money to buy it, but I'm a little light on money and it's Christmas time. Two, I'm the kind of person that opens my stuff, and while it would be nice to have one to keep in pristine condition and one to open, I also kind of put it through my head that the one that I don't buy is one more that an actual collector that's going to keep theirs closed in box has a chance to get. It's not as important to me to have it in the box as it is to have it on the shelf. So I made a conscious decision that I didn't need one to keep and one to open. I needed one to open. I bought one, and I'm hoping that whoever caught the tail end, the last one bought, I'm hoping that that was mine, that was left over for somebody who actually wanted it. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I helped somebody out. I'm hoping that I thought it through. I'm hoping that I was a little less stingy than I could have been. And I'm hoping that it helped somebody get a hold of one. And that's the deal. So guys, we are going to go over this. We are going to open it. We are going to check out the packaging. We are going to talk about each part of this figure. My first impressions, I'm going to open it. We're going to add it to the shelf, and it's going to become part of the collection. So guys, if you're new here, I'm an opener. I'm a dirty opener. So if you're not an opener, you're going to do one of two things. You're going to cringe because I'm going to open this, or you're going to get to live through me and open this product with me because you're never gonna do so. Let's go ahead and get into that part of the whole thing, because the first thing I want to talk about is the box that he came in. So yes, this is step one. Let's look at this box. It actually has Snake Men printed across the front. That's really cool. I really like the color and everything in general. Yes, this is just cardboard, but it does have enough art. It does have enough difference in the cardboard to be like a really cool pencil sketch, and that's awesome. It says, the Snake Men. The dreaded Snake Men have arisen from the darkest depth of Snake Mountain To join forces with Skeletor and his evil warriors, King Hiss and his repulsive reptiles have vowed to destroy He-Man and his heroic warriors, as well as the evil Horde. Will Eternia fall to the slithering swarm? Look for the serpent symbol on the Snake Men. This character is amazing. This box is awesome. This is the first time I've got to see one of these. I have never been able to order one of these and have it come to me like this, so this is the first time I've got to see this box and really just kind of sit down and enjoy it, and it is really cool. This box is worth keeping. I will legitimately be putting it on this shelf, and yes, I have made the decision that this Star Wars stuff is going to be resorted. The few items I keep will go onto the random shelf. This is going to be opened up for Motu. I'm still working on a top 5 collection video that will cover the top 5 things that I collect. Motu is of course in those top 5. Motu gets a shelf. 100% end of discussion. It gets a shelf to itself. That's going to be this shelf. Star Wars is moving. I have made up my mind. And if you're curious about what that video was, I'll have it in the annotations. Let's open this box and let's get a look at what's going on inside. So this is neat and unexpected. I got him. He's right here. That's cool. And I heard that this was going to be like a fold-out thing, right? So I turned around and I said, oh, well, it's not quite what I was expecting. And then I realized, well, that is cool. That is like legit, really, really cool. That's going to make unboxing him ridiculously simple. And it's going to make checking out his artwork really awesome, and it's going to guarantee that this part of the art, which I've never been able to save because I've never been able to get it untouched like this. This is untouched. This is no glue touched this. This is the background. This is that really cool background that's on every single figure, and it's right here, and this is just big enough that it's going to fit right there on the shelf. So this is going to be awesome because it'll work as a backdrop. This is amazing. And from what I'm seeing, I was right. That is his mini comic. This is his mini comic, essentially. Okay, so let's try to get a look here, best we can here at some of this, kind of pan over it and everything. I've talked all about this on the other thing where I talked about how I knew who he was and I know how some of these are. This is really, really fine art. I mean, it's really good. Let's swap that and flip this here real quick and show this part off real quick. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic artwork, just like always. But the real treat here is when you open that up completely and you get this. Like, holy crap, that is crazy. That is craziness. And if you didn't check out the annotation video that I put on there, I go over all this on the annotation video. I really looked this over. This is all just a real treat to see in person, but I've actually already talked all about this artwork and what it looks like and how cool it is and everything from that. And just wow. The one thing I definitely wanted to point out about this, though, before I really opened up the figure and talk about it, was that I wasn't expecting this to be an untouched, unglued, really cool piece that just kind of is slid into place like that. This right here was not what I was expecting. Oh, and also on that video, I did get a comment telling me that that is a figure that not just I want, that there's a bunch of people that want that figure right there, and that she does have a name in canon. So I was pretty surprised by that and happy that actually somebody bothered to say something to me, because it really just kind of, look guys, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk fandom, I'm here to talk toys, and to have somebody directly respond to me with what we were talking about, that was really cool. Something that I wasn't expecting was his packaging. Down here is snakeskin-esque. It's kind of lifted, and it has that marking like snakeskin. If you can see what I'm talking about right here. Do you see that? Yeah, when the light hits it, you can definitely see that. That's cool. That's really awesome. So, let's open him up and let's talk about him. Let's talk about him and let's put him on the shelf because this guy's awesome. Okay, so real quick, if you're the kind of person that does unbox things, right? If you're the kind of person that does constantly do things like this, and you need to get them out, and of course they have all those little tabs and everything, I found that while having scissors or box cutter is nice, if you're the kind of person like me that does a lot of Gunpla models, side note, but use your snips. They're literally built for that kind of precision, where you can get into the package, you can go right down to his ankle, you can click it, pull him right out. Absolutely. I swear by that. I don't know if anybody's ever really stopped to think about that. I'm probably not telling anybody anything, but realistically, yeah, if you've been using scissors or a box cutter or whatnot, if you have a pair of snips, they're absolutely perfect for that kind of fine little detail where you go in and you just clip out a weapon or whatever. But here he is. He's everything you expect in terms of a Masterverse figure. He has solid movement. He moves exactly how you would expect him to. And he's awesome. Like, he's really good. His paint is really decent. I like that he's highlighted on some areas. He's a darker green on some areas, and he's a lighter green on some areas. His belt, gold. It's a gold color. It's an honest gold color. It is a shiny, actual gold color. And by the way, real quick, let us give praise where it's due. His accessories, little orange gun, that's fine, I guess. I wasn't going to care or complain one way or another when getting this. But remember, I talked about this before. This I wanted to be right. This I wanted to be right, and it's right. Look at that color. Look at that shine. That is fantastic. This was the piece I was most worried about. Right here. Because just like in the other, when we talked about this before, when we had the Tila and she didn't come in the gold color that was promised, that the pictures showed the gold color, it was shiny, then we got the yellow color instead. This is right. This is what was on the pictures. This is what was advertised. This is what came. Good, because I was really into this idea, this emerald-esque weapon. He has this type of water blast effect right here, which is really solid, really cool. It just fits right in there. You kind of push it in, and then he spits at you. Phew. It's cool. It is really cool. That is a really awesome effect. And if you play it off right, you can make some pretty cool scenes out of that. Let me just say, I've heard some people say that they wish that it would have been an actual action feature instead of an added piece. I personally prefer the added piece. One reason why. Say your guy's supposed to spit acid and you get an acidy spit thing, right? That's cool because you could set that up on your shelf and he can do that. If I was still a kid, I would want it to be an action feature. I'm not. I'm an adult collector that puts these things on the shelf. And when I put it on the shelf like this, it's just going to be on the shelf like this. So if I want something like an action feature, I kind of need it to be something that makes sense. I need it to be an effect. I like when they sell effect pieces more than I like when they sell other things. Like, I heard a lot of people complaining that Mechanic is not actually going to, and not that he's a character that I'm going to buy in the first place, but I've heard a lot of people complain about Mechanic and how his neck is not going to be an action feature. I would prefer that his neck be multiple little things that you can make his neck big, even though I'm not going to kid him, than opposed to pulling it up and pulling it down. And then, of course, his head would still move and have all that freedom that we've come to expect. That's just the way that I see it. His arms, I like this effect right here. I like that his arms have this right here. I really enjoy that. I like his back. This new buck, this snake body buck, is really cool. I like this. I really like the segment look right here, and I'm really digging this. His head is fantastic. I mean, it is so good. Look at that head. That is so good. And the way it moves and pivots all over the place, it's got a lot of movement for what you would, I honestly wouldn't expect it to have as good of movement as it has. But it has really, really superior movement. It does. Just fantastic. I'm not a big fan of his other head. And let's talk a little bit also, remember when I said I want the hands? I want the human hands? One small problem with the hands. The hand was touching that weapon, and I'm guessing it wasn't done being fully dry yet, or whatever, when they packed it, because the human hand that I got has these, like, spots. They're real little, and I don't think they're going to mean all that much if you want the truth of it. And maybe the imperfection in general works a little bit better for this guy anyway. I don't want these pincher things when it comes right down to it. I'm not going to have him do the pincher hands if I have him hold a weapon. I feel like him holding the weapon is pointless if he has crazy pinchery hands. So I'd like him to have the human hands, the weapon, or maybe I'll even give him one pincher hand thing and one human hand, and then, like, because he's like a mutated snake creature thing. He's got like the monster feet and whatnot, which is another thing that's cool. I like him to have like he's inhuman. He's very inhuman. He's going to be very, very cool against the barbarian human-esque characters. He did come with another head. And from what I understand, this is more his normal head, which is fine. It's a fine head, but it's really small. You'll notice I'm doing this a lot. I literally, after filming the box part where I was trying to show off the box, my rotator hasn't been charged in like a couple of months and it died. So in order to get this video done and get it out, I'm just trying to do like the kind of push-ins. So for the sake of, let's see him. This is the way I want him, but I'm going to go ahead and pop the head off and I'm going to put on the other head. It came off very easy. Very easy. That's a good thing. Put his head back there. Put the other head on. Oh, well, there we go. I personally don't think this head is very cool. There it is. It's fine. I actually don't like it as much as I like the other head. I like the big flayed head a lot more than I like this. I just do. I just think the flayed head, this is not going to be for me. Maybe if I do some sort of custom for the other way. But for me, this flayed head with him doing the spit thing, and I want to change out his claws here. There's that claw. We'll give him this hand. We'll give him the hand that's been that looks a little, you know, because it was the hand specifically that got like the paint all over it. We'll give him his really, really cool shiny weapon thing. So he'll have the head, he'll have the hand, he'll have the spray, and he'll have one monstrous hand. That's probably how I'm going to put him on my shelf. That's probably how he's going to go, is he'll have the spray, he'll have one hand with this cool shiny thing that he can kind of haul back with or whatever. So he'll spit on you, and then he'll use that, and he'll come down on you with it. This guy's really cool. This Camo Khan, I gotta hand it to him. They got me with one here. Can I get the focus back? They got me with this one here. He is really, really cool. Look at him. That is solid. That is excellent. That is really cool. The head is neat. The fact that it flays like that. He can spit at you, this evil goop, this evil stuff. He can grab you with this mutant hand that he's got. He's got one hand that's all like got like a mace thing, and then he's got the crazy demon feet. He's got a laser gun if I wanted the other special hand thing. But see, that's exactly what I mean. Is if he has this claw hand, he would hit you with the claw hand or pinch you with the claw hand. He wouldn't like use a laser gun. To me, these kinds of characters are cooler when they have the two human hands or the two claw hands. If they have the two claw hands, that's what they would use. I don't know that if he has these powerful claw hands, why is he going to grab an emerald mace and beat you with it? Like, I guess he's smart enough to use weapons because we're going for a fantasy-esque thing here, but like, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Anyways, guys, I think this has gone on long enough. Basically, all I wanted to do was come in here and say that I got a Camo Khan. He's going up on the shelf. He's really cool. This is so fantastic. This guy is so fantastic. I'm absolutely thrilled to have one. I don't know exactly how I'm going to set him up yet. But I'm just thrilled to have this. This is so fantastic. For me, this turned out great. Later on.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.